Yes, Brian Kelly is now the second head coach to be fired this season, is now, I believe, the second highest payout in, at least in college, is what, third highest in college football history now, I believe, behind Franklin, and then Jimbo was the highest one.
Jimbo's
the highest. So it was announced yesterday. He is currently owed $54 million in buyout money. So for those wondering at home, approximately the same number James Franklin got, give or take, same ballpark there. This all happens after yesterday. There was news breaking that like the governor of the state was involved, Landry, because he has to be.
He is.
And because it's a $54 million, and to buy out the staff, and everyone else is going to get up to $100 million for new staff, new this, new that. Like, this news got wild yesterday because it was like so he's gone. People assumed it yesterday morning when this was all breaking, and then 8 hours later they announce it, and it's like, well, we figure, because if you're meeting with the governor, you're not going in there to say maybe we should hold on to Brian Kelly. Maybe, just maybe.
Brian Kelly leaves Notre Dame because he feels he's taken Notre Dame as far as he can take them in the what he considered to be the current landscape of Notre Dame. Academics.
LSU.
No. I'm talking about Notre Dame.
Oh.
Okay. He left Notre Dame for LSU. Okay. Can't follow along here.
Sorry, I was. Okay. Yeah, we said LSU, then Notre Dame. Go, continue.
So he leaves Notre Dame for LSU. And he took Notre Dame as far as he felt he could.
Mm-hmm.
And there were more restrictions at Notre Dame when he was there. There's no question about that. I was talking with the Notre Dame people last year. They were talking about how more money was available to retain players on the roster. That's why they had an older team last year. And there were the academic restrictions were not as stringent.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Still good, but not as stringent. And so he takes the LSU job. When he takes the LSU job, despite personality, right, look, Nick Saban's personality does not fit at LSU. Right? Les Miles' personality does not fit at LSU. Right? So that aside, the guy's a really good coach. He really is. There's no question about it. So it looked like this was like one of those like, whoa, home run hires. And his problem was that when he was there, when he had a great offense, his defense didn't play well. When he finally gets a really good defense, his offense doesn't play well. He couldn't get everybody to play well at the same time. And then the other night, you get to halftime. That's a tough, hard-fought game. You're not even considering that he is in any kind of trouble at halftime of that game. None. Zero.
Up 28, up 18-14. You feel good.
You're okay. You get to the second half. You watch the program unravel in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, you're sitting there going, "My goodness, they're bad." Right? And it was a testament to how good Texas A&M is at this moment. But it was also a testament to how far away LSU is. So they go through this rigmarole yesterday. I'm not going to get into governors and things like that. I really could care less what the politics of Louisiana happen to be. But they make this move. So let's talk about one of the truly great teams of all time. And that is the Ed Orgeron 2019 LSU National Championship team. Joe Burrow at quarterback, really good offensive line, a lot of talent out there. Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase as your wide receivers. In today's climate, could you put that same team together? And the answer would be no. You want to know why? How much money would it cost? How much? Hey, internally, you have X amount to spend. There's only so much NIL money out there. How much money would it cost to get Joe Burrow? How much money, or to retain Joe Burrow? How much money would it cost to get Jamar Chase? How much money would it cost to get Justin Jefferson? You probably could get maybe 2 out of 3, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But you couldn't give all of them. Oh, and by the way, I haven't gotten to the rest of the roster yet. Oh, you could get all those guys. Excuse me. What about the other spots? What about if you pay $1 million to your, let's pick the left tackle because Joe Burrow's already, right? Okay, so I gave the left tackle $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Well, what happens if the left tackle gets hurt?
Mm-hmm. Going across this roster.
Now I got a $100,000 backup left tackle trying to protect my how many $1 million quarterback.
Yeah.
Right? And by the way, if you want evidence of that, look at the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Burrow's been belted left and right by, at times, an NFL-level bargain basement offensive line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like going through this team, they've got at center, like in terms of NFL players, Lloyd Cushenberry at center.
Yep.
You've got receivers are Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Terrence Marshall Jr., Trey Palmer.
Marshall's a first-round pick.
First-round pick. Tight end Thaddeus Moss was a draft pick. Running backs Clyde Edwards-Hilaire and Tyrion Davis-Price.
Hilaire was a first-round pick by the Kansas City Chiefs.
On the defense, you have Braden Fayoko. You've got Neil Farrell Jr. Cornerbacks, you have Cordell Flott, who is playing, I believe, for the Giants right now. Of course, Derek Stingley Jr., top 5 pick. You've got Grant Delpit is playing for the Browns. You've got Patrick Queen. You've got Clavion Chason. Like, just a ridiculous team across the board.
Right. And the question is that in today's college football world, because this is not the college football we grew up with, could you assemble the same team? And I'm telling you, no, you can't. And that's one of the issues that you have right now, right? You can't assemble this team in today's world.
I look and sit here and look at this LSU position. I think LSU got put into a position where if this game did unravel and everything did happen, with the way college football has been this season, with the fact that you look at, of course, what happened here in Happy Valley of James Franklin being let go, that factored into it because then they see, oh, well, we can do this. We can let go a coach with this crazy high buyout because if they don't think their team is good enough, we aren't good enough either. Like, we have to go and get better. And the SEC is only getting better. If you're LSU right now, you're sitting here with above you number 3 Texas A&M, number 4 Alabama, number 5 Georgia, number 7 Ole Miss, number 9 Vanderbilt, number 14 Tennessee, number 18 Oklahoma, number 19 Missouri, number 20 Texas, and that doesn't even include Florida, Auburn, South Carolina, and Mississippi State, who are all pretty good teams.
Right.
Like, there is so much competitiveness.
The depth of the conference is really impressive. That's why Ole Miss winning at Oklahoma the other day was really impressive.
Or Vanderbilt beating Missouri. It was a crazy good game.
Yeah, I feel awful for Bo.
Bo, it looks like it wasn't a break of his ankle. That is the reports out there. So it looks like he might be healthy for the end of the season. But regardless, it was a tough injury. And as you mentioned, feel for him. Yeah.
Look, I know Bo.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, to know him, like 18 seconds later, you're like, think the world of this guy. So,
in terms of college football openings right now, they are stacking on up in terms of,
end of it.
Like, and yeah, you said this is not the end of it. You've got LSU, you have Penn State, you've got Florida, Virginia Tech, Arkansas, UCLA, Oklahoma State, Stanford, Oregon State, Colorado State, UAB, Kent State, all open positions. Of course, the top chunk in the big power conferences
It's Penn State, LSU. It's Penn State, LSU, and Florida.
Penn State, LSU, Florida. The next tier down is Virginia Tech, Arkansas, UCLA, and Oklahoma State. Like that, there is a lot of jobs out there. The question is, who are the people that are going to get hired for these positions? Because as we've seen, like teams are now locking up their coaches. Right. If there's even a hint of it, see Kurt Signetti, 8 years, $93 million. Right. They were like, oh, there's a chance he gets hired by someone else. Hey, Kurt, do you want $93 million? And he said, where do I sign?
What? Well, he's also set for life.
Yeah.
He's 63 years old.
He is locked in.
Yeah. So let me start with what I think is very important. that's not talked about. You can outline every name you want. Name. You know, I've had a whole bunch of names suggested to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And as everybody knows, I'm not giving my opinion as to
Nope.
who it's going to be.
It's not going to be me. Or Jason Lord, as I've heard rumors of.
Okay, I do want to win. So
you're not giving your thoughts. You're not giving your.
But I'll tell you what's important.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the name that's important, because you can get enamored with the big name. Okay, I've got it. I think the most important thing is fit.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a financial commitment, which you're going to have,
mm-hmm.
you want to compete for a national championship, you have to have the financial commitment. It really is the starting point for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Can I acquire talent? Okay? Well, the general manager hire is always going to be really critical in all this.
Mm-hmm.
And then do I have somebody, A, that can coach? I mean, you're going to pitch somebody
mm-hmm.
that can coach, right? And do they fit with the culture here?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's a big part of it. Fit is important, right? I know you're going to be the single most important hire of Pat Kraft's career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, simple as that.
Yeah.
Has he hired a football coach before? Yeah, he has. But not of this magnitude at a place like this, and he knows it.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But it's got to be somebody that is a fit for Penn State, a fit for how things are done here, while at the same time has a tremendous coaching acumen that can then make a difference, because in terms of acquiring talent,
mm-hmm.
they'll be the closer when it comes to recruiting, but they're going to have a staff that will do the recruiting with the general manager acquiring that talent.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, not just acquiring, high school talent to transition to college, but acquiring a transfer portal.
Yeah.
Right? And the next part's going to be, in a world that has little patience, will you give this person at least a couple of years
mm-hmm.
to get it going? I mean, and to me, that's the important part. Just getting a name. We got a big name. Well, Brian Kelly didn't fit at LSU.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fit.
No.
Right? And he's been successful. He was successful at Cincinnati. He was
mm-hmm.
successful at Central Michigan. He was successful at Notre Dame. I mean, he was successful other places. Mm-hmm. Now, it wasn't like he wasn't successful here. He had some success, but not to the level that they've expected,
mm-hmm.
because they've won national championships. And like Billy Napier, I think Billy Napier actually did a good job of changing part of the culture down in Florida, which
mm-hmm.
is good. Mike Norvell, I can't tell you where he stands with that. Mario Cristobal is interesting. At least he's a Miami guy.
Mm-hmm.
But, at Oregon, he didn't fit. See, at Oregon, mm-hmm. he didn't fit.
No.
Dan Lanning fits.
Mm-hmm. Dan Lanning fits Oregon. Yeah. Carcinetti fits Indiana. Mm-hmm. Marcus Freeman fits Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. Like, even Mike Elko fits A&M. And, it's working. And it's playing it's going really well.
Hard. All right. When you're doing this,
mm-hmm.
just because you're a big name, if you don't have the right guy at the right time, you can wander in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
So let's give you some examples. USC. John McKay, phenomenal. Now, these are different mm-hmm. times, different ways of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But John McKay had a phenomenal run at USC. John Robinson replaces him. Fits right in. Phenomenal run. They have wandered in the coaching wilderness since John Robinson left.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, that's what's happened. Alabama. Except for the hiring of Gene Stallings, from the time Bear Bryant came through, and Gene Stallings was a short-term hire. He's older to begin with, right? Except for Gene Stallings. From Bear Bryant till they finally got Nick Saban, they went 30 years.
Yeah. And then Nick Saban.
I apologize.
Yeah.
They went 20 years.
20 years.
20 years. Guy to guy to guy to guy to guy. Right? Mike Price was there for an hour. Right?
And then they get Saban and Saban fits.
Right? Saban was able to come in. And, of course, he was able to, you could tell right away. Remember, his first game, I think it was Louisiana Monroe or something like that. Somebody beat him. Right? It was like he tells the story about going to a gas station. All right. And he goes in to pay for the gas, and he goes, yeah. He says, the gas station attendant looks at him and says, yeah, he says, yes. He says, as soon as they get rid of that Saban guy, they'll finally have a good team here. Like, well, sure, he'll do the best he can, pays for the gas, moves on. I mean, you heard about the story how he went to LSU, right? Saban, you ever hear that? Everybody's tracking all the time. Right? Like, you're doing flight tracker? Okay. What? Because you didn't have time to play Minecraft? What? It's like, what are you at level 8? Now I'm bored. I'm going to do flight tracker. So he's at Michigan State. You want to know who went down to LSU to take a look at everything? Terry Saban. She went down there. Right?
Miss Terry.
Right? And she went down and she took the tour of the weight room. She took a tour of the facilities. She got a read for the campus. And she came back and she told them all about it. Right? And then when Nick's about to take the job, he says, he gets down there and he says, there's a crowd in there beyond words. And he went back into the weight room and called her. He says, I don't know about this. Maybe we ought to go back to Michigan State. And she says, put your big boy pants on. That's what she told him. Right? It's like, okay. Right? But that's how they got around it. They sent her. Smart. He said, I think she volunteered, hey, I'll go down. Because they're not watching her. They're not watching her as to what she's doing. Like, well, no, if I'm watching Flight Tracker, went down to Baton Rouge, Nick's here. Oh, okay, it couldn't have been him.
Miss Terry. Miss Terry finding her way down.
Right. So, but think about all these jobs. Look at Texas. From Mac Brown to Steve Sarkisian. Wandered in the wilderness. We got the hot guy. We got Charlie Strong. And it didn't work. We got Tom Herman. He's the guy. Look what he did at Ohio State. Look what he's doing at Houston. We got him. And it didn't work. Just because you're somebody that goes in, it's not automatic. I mean, I can give you a whole bunch of other names along the way. I mean, look how Notre Dame wandered for years after Lou Holtz. They were all over the place with people for years until finally Brian Kelly came in and stabilized it. But they went through how many different people? Right? Bob Davie, Tyrone Willingham, right? You're going on and on and on with different guys that were there. Just because you're at Notre Dame, I mean, I just named for you some of the top brands in college football. Since Larry Coker left, and he inherited a roster, since Larry Coker left, what's Miami done?
A bunch of nothings.
Right? I mean, they've never even played for the ACC championship, and it was supposed to be automatic they were going to be in it.
Yep.
Right? Jim Harbaugh was supposed to solve everything at Michigan. Well, you're like, well, he did. Excuse me. Up until 2021,
he hadn't.
What had he done? He'd won games, but he couldn't beat Ohio State. Penn State had beaten him 3 out of 4 years. Then somebody came up with a scheme. We'll leave it at that. And suddenly all that talent he acquired with a couple of advantages did great. Now he's with the Chargers. But, I mean, it took a long time for him to get there. A long time. Just because you have a brand, you've got to have the right fit. That's not easy to judge. Not easy to judge. Right? Give Texas A&M credit. Right? Okay. Jimbo, who, by the way, I think there are 3 quarterbacks out there. I think Marcel Reed.
Mm-hmm.
What year is Reed?
Marcel Reed is, I can quickly pull him on up. Marcel Reed is a sophomore, yes.
True sophomore or redshirt?
Redshirt.
Redshirt sophomore.
Redshirt his first year.
Yeah. Guess who recruited him? Jimbo. Haynes King.
Mm-hmm.
Jimbo. The quarterback in Houston who had a big weekend. Jimbo. To his credit, he recruited 3 quarterbacks that had a phenomenal weekend. Right? Houston is 7-1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
O'Connor Wiegman.
Yep. Houston is 7-1.
Mm-hmm.
Texas A&M's what, 8-0?
Yeah.
Georgia Tech's 8-0. So the 3 of them combined are 23-1.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening to Sports Talk with Steve Jones. Catch the latest from me on the 7 Mountain Sports YouTube page. Find clips of the show on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook by searching up 7 Mountain Sports.